I just finished watching WWDC 2023, and there were so many product announcements and software updates. It was a lot to take in. So to save you 2 long hours, let's try to give a quick summary in 5 minutes. Starting with the MacBook Air, the most popular laptop in the world according to Apple. Most people love the MacBook Air because of its cost effective, how light it is, 13 inches, but a lot of people wish it could be bigger. They now have it at 15 inches. This would actually be the perfect laptop for my wife because she wants a bigger screen, but she doesn't need all the pro features found in the MacBook Pro. Pay for the higher price. The Mac Studio got an upgrade as well. Now it's featuring the M2 Ultra. It supports 76 core GPU, up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory and 800 gigabytes of memory bandwidth. With the increase in performance, you can now support up to 22 streams of 8K ProRes 422 video playback, something no other personal computer can do. And you can connect up to 8 displays. And finally, they have made the complete transfer over to Apple Silicon with their Mac Pro. With the new Mac Pro, you get the same chassis as the previous Intel version, but now you have the M2 Ultra as your base configuration. And the only difference between the Mac Studio and the Mac Pro is that you get 7 PCI ports. So you can add additional cards for audio, graphics, etc. But with the only difference being the chassis and those 7 PCI ports, you're gonna be paying $3,000 more just for those features. And of course, it wouldn't be WWDC unless they mentioned the updates to the new operating systems. So starting with iOS 17, now you can customize your profile for when people call you what they'll see. And they added a new feature called live voicemail. You don't have time to answer the phone. You can be reading the voicemail in real time on your phone, and based upon who it is and the importance of the message, you can choose to step out and answer that phone call. You can also create stickers in iMessage using photos and video. Another new feature is you can do FaceTime using Apple TV. Just put your phone or iPad up front and it will pull everyone in the room into one call with whoever you're having a call with other family or friends. They also demoed a new feature called Standby, and in the demo they had it on a stand in the horizontal position, so when it was in standby mode with an always on display, you could view it at nighttime as an alarm clock. It would turn red so it wouldn't keep you up at night. They also showed other examples of keeping it by your desk or in the kitchen, and you can again view the widgets and view all those around your house. Name drop was another feature where if you're near another iPhone, you can hold it above the other phone and share your contact information. I've heard from my wife that she had this on her old Samsung phone. It's been around a while, it sounds like. Journal is a new app that they're including where you can use your photos and write based upon your experience for the day. We'll send you reminders. iPad OS traditionally doesn't have too many different updates than the iPhone. A couple of key ones are they added the Health app this year. Now with PDFs, you can fill the documents faster with autofill. You can edit PDFs and notes, and now you're able to collaborate with PDFs in notes of other people in real time. This year for WWDC, one of the features they were really pushing on all the devices are widgets. Some of the key changes on the widgets is now you're able to interact with them on the homepage or on the lock screen without having to click into the app itself. So if you have a checklist, you can interact on there, timer, a lot of different ways. You can just interact straight from the homepage instead of clicking in, which sounds a lot more effective, streamlined, and efficient. On the iPad, the widgets have a little different function where you can set widgets to your lock screen, and this may come in handy for those that keep iPads on their desk or around the house. You can access things like your thermostat, lighting, and of course, they announced the new Mac OS name. And this year, it's going to be a crowd favorite for those that love wine, and it is called Sonoma, based upon the Sonoma Valley. Some of the key features are a new video screensaver that you can see from the lock screen. And then when you log in, it will transition to your background from that video. And again, widgets were also pushed on the Mac OS. Now you can add them wherever you want on the desktop and interact with them on there. And then anytime you have a window on top of that, it will fade the widgets so they're not as predominant and hide in the background. We'll see how this works. A lot of time I still go in full screen, so I may not even use the widgets unless it's on another screen, possibly as a second display. And the last feature I'll talk about for macOS is video conferencing. So now you can still have yourself prominence if you're sharing your screen so people can see your face as you're presenting. There's a lot of different views. You can have like a bubble format, so you can have more of your full body with you showing the background of the screen that you're sharing. Cool part is it's not only exclusive to Apple video conferencing, but you can use it on Zoom and other video conferencing software, which I use a lot for work. watchOS 10, honestly not too much worth talking about. It's a couple of new updates to apps and views, and again, different ways to interact with the widgets. But the big thing you probably heard about is the Vision Pro. And boy, there's a lot to talk about this. You could spend 1 or 2 videos just on Vision Pro. But a couple of highlights are this will be available early next year. Vision Pro are the VR goggles that allows you to see the environment around you, but also interact with different windows from your Mac, iPad, or phone, but in a more immersive setting. And this is a high quality product and an immersive experience. Some of the technical specs of this were pretty impressive. Each eye has more pixels than a 4K TV, which will eliminate you seeing any pixels when you're wearing the Vision Pro. Because the clarity is so clear, you can watch videos. They say they're going to add 3D to this. So my hopes are if they're adding 3D to the Vision Pro, that means we may possibly have 3D videos in the Apple movie selection. It supports the M2 chip with the new R1 chips that process all sensors, cameras, and microphones to seamlessly work together. You can view your Mac screen from the Vision Pro. My question is, can you have multiple screens while you're working with your Mac? If so, that would be pretty cool, where you could have 3 screens in front of you without having to buy 3 monitors. And the price of the Vision Pro comes in at $3,499. So it is not a cheap item from Apple. I think Vision Pro is jam-packed with a lot of great features, and I think they started right by going to companies that can take full advantage of the Vision Pro, such as Disney with Disney Plus. But I think they made one big mistake that might kill them. In my next video, I'm going to cover what that mistake is and what they could have done differently. If you want to watch that video, make sure to subscribe and to be alerted. And again, I'm just starting this YouTube channel. I'm only at 300 subscribers. So if you want to help me get over 1,000 subscribers, I would appreciate the subscription. And if you want to find out if the Apple Studio display is worth the price, make sure to watch this video right here. All right, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.